And we're back for part 2 of the video. So here is the topic list and exam dates. And again, there's a detailed course outline here showing this chapter sections that we use in the online. And again, here's another link to the trigonometry book. This is what's important. So after you watch these sections, it's time to take these little exams, and the way we'll handle those exams I'll explain in a minute here. I think we'll go back into the actual course. So that's the syllabus for the most part. You can meet your instructor again. I have to double check to see if I've properly set things up, but let's close these down. So here are the class videos, and they're organized in section. Here's a little spiel about the videos, and they are organized in chapters, and the topics. Each of these videos is a YouTube video, by the way, and you have all the resources associated with YouTube videos associated with them, and you can see what these videos are concerning based on the title. So these are the videos associated in chapter 1 that I want you to use, and some of them are up to 15 minutes long, but none of them are longer than 15 minutes. So good thing to do maybe to take a bath and watch some videos, or go outside and enjoy nature and watch some videos. Okay, after you watch the videos, you can come down here to chapter 1's practice problems section, and here are the suggested practice problems. So what you do is you'll go to the exercise section at the end of the section listed, and those are the number of problems. And what I'm expecting you to do is the odd problem, because but you can do all of them because the odd problems have answers. You can do all of them if you want, or do as many as you need. Some people might need more than others in some areas, and everybody doesn't have the same background knowledge, so things can be different. So there's a section here associated with each section of videos, and these chapters are the chapters in your online book. Okay, and then all the assignments you ever have to do are here, and I open them up one at a time. And right now exam 1 is open, and here it says it's worth 100 points. I might have to adjust the point values of these to correspond better with what I have set up in the syllabus, but that's something I can do later. But this is exam 1, and what you're going to have to do with these things is you're going to have to look at the either download the exam and print it out, or you can look at the exam here. If your browser is up to date, it should be able to open a PDF file. This is a PDF file. I'll click on it in a second and open it up. And you can hand copy this to papers yourself if you want to. If you do the hand copy, though, you need to write a little spiel about the problem statement. So you need to don't just slap everything down in a sloppy fashion. You have to write a problem statement, and then after the problem statement, then you go ahead and show your work. Make sure you show all your work when you do these problems. The more work you show, the better, because I can't assign extra credit, or partial credit actually. I can't assign partial credit unless you have shown your work. So you complete the exam, and then you're going to post your exam. So let's look at the exam and see what it looks like, so you get an idea. So this is a PDF of the exam, and it's just like a typical math exam, and it looks like it's going to take a long time to open up here. So we probably won't wait for it. You can also download this and then open it up yourself. I wonder what minimize file preview is. But and I'll have to double check that these are properly associated with this class. But if your exam popped up here, you could look at it. Otherwise, we could click here. Let's see what happens if we click here. And you get a message that pops up. Let me see if I can pull this down without doing anything. I can't move it. But there's a message up here with the file, and it says here you can open the file separately. If I were to open the file separately, here I am opening the file, a PDF file opened in my browser, and here's the. It looks like a typical math. Go ahead and work this whole thing, and then what you need to do is you need to grade this. And the way you're going to grade this is you're going to self-grade these practice exams. The midterm and the final, you're not going to handle in that way. In the midterm and the final, you're going to turn into me, and I'll grade them. But these practice exams, you're going to self-grade. And the way you're going to self-grade them is Friday before the weekend they are due. I will post an answer guide, and so you take the answer guide and you go through. It's going to tell you how many points to take off for each problem. You go through and you take off what you think you deserve to lose for points on a problem, and answer the problems. So it's a practice test, whose purpose is to get you accustomed to the style of the test that you're going to have on the midterm. Now the midterm is going to be a comprehensive test. I'm going to go ahead and close this and go back here. Now once you do that, and you have this preview still hasn't shown up here. Once you do that, you will then take photos of each page of your exam. Okay, now the preview's finally here. You take photos of each page of your completed exam. Compile all those into one PDF file and submit it. So this program will only accept PDF files. The way this is set up, the submission process will only accept PDF files, and it will only accept one PDF file. So you have to get all these images into a PDF file. Now when you take this exam, you notice there's plenty of space here. You're going to have a number of pages. If you're handwriting this, don't squeeze a bunch of problems into 2 columns of a page. I still want you to space things out like they are here, so it's neat. I also don't want you to write on both sides of the page when you do this either, because it can bleed through and be hard to grade. But once you take pictures of it and create a PDF file, and it's pretty easy to do. And if you have issues, you can email me and we can discuss how you might be able to do it with your system. Some phones have come with software attached. The different iPhones have the ability to scan documents really easy. What you're going to do is you're going to click the Start Assignment button, and that takes you to what you see here is the submission page, and you just press this Upload button, and you upload your file. And that's all it is. It's just like attaching a file to an email. So you upload that, and you will submit it, and then press the Submit Assignment button here. I'm not going to do this. It's not going to work for me anyways, since I'm the instructor. Alright, so there's that. Email me if you have any questions on this. Alright, so I've exited back out, and that's all there really is. The answer guide will be posted right underneath this exam problem. And over the course of the class assignments here will just fill up one after the other. And this is the only place you have to look for your assignments. They're going to be chronological and sequenced, so you can tell if you get them done. And then once you get a grade, you can come over here to your grades. You can click on grades. And I don't think your grades are going to look the same here, but yeah, I guess they will in Student View. It's going to look the same, and you can see what you're getting on your assignments. It'll tell you your score out of 100. You can click on this, I think, here, and you can look at. I think you click here on the exam. See, this is difficult for me to tell you for sure because I don't have access to the student information like you do. But there's a way to click on it and to see any remarks I might have pasted on your exams, or any comments, or anything like that. Sometimes I get points back or take points away when you off of your grade. So follow the instructions on self-grading. Oh, by the way, let's go back to the exam, and maybe this will open up quick now that it opened up once before. When you finish this and you grade, you're going to get a grade which is a certain number of points out of 100. Say you got an 85, you missed 15 points and you got an 85 out of 100. I want you to write an 85 at the top of your page and circle it. That way I'll know what your grade is. And clearly mark the problems you missed when you self-grade. So because I go back and I look at them, and I not only to see what people are missing, but also to check to see if people have been a little hard on themselves or sometimes a little easy on themselves. And I will sometimes modify the grades. Okay, if you have questions, I'm sitting here. I was going to ask you if you had any questions, but there's nobody here. So I'm so used to doing this online stuff now. So sometimes it can be difficult to interact via email, and that's all we're really going to be doing. So you can also schedule a Zoom session with me where we Zoom. And Zoom is, if you haven't used it, it's extremely easy to use. So one thing you're going to want to do at this point in your college career is you're going to probably want to download the Zoom app to either your phone, because you can actually Zoom from your phone, or your computer, and that'll ensure that you have Zoom. And then you can also use Zoom from Canvas here, and from that applications page. The applications page is a really good way to do it. If you recall, when we first started out, there was Zoom on the applications page. You just click join, and you paste in the number. Sometimes people will send you a Zoom link, and if you have everything set up already on your computer or your phone, you just click the link and it automatically connects you. Everything is very simple to use. So Zoom is a good way to do that. We can talk on Zoom and discuss things if there are issues. So have a nice beginning to your semester. Hope things are going well for you, and it looks like I survived the storm. So I'll see you in class.